It's time to party, let's party. Anyone yourself and have a crazy party. Hey you, let's party.
How you folks doing? So I know it's a break in format, and yes, I know it's terrifying you to have to see me in color. But I decided when I was doing my research for this particular guitar whether to buy it or not, and I tried to find some reviews. Couldn't find any. Couldn't find a user purchased this item and this is what they thought. Couldn't find a 1 to 5 star rating. Went on YouTube, best I could find. One guy playing this guitar. Didn't offer his opinion. Didn't tell you anything about it from a human perspective. Just played it and it sounded good. But again, I committed the cardinal sin of buying a guitar, and I bought a guitar that I had not played beforehand, and the reason I did that was the price point was so good that I figured, what the hell? Bought this guitar for $103. Shipping I paid extra for, splurged, I'll admit. But I gotta tell you, for $103, this guitar is a bargain. So let's get it out of the way. First off, some of you are going, Crestwood, isn't that a guitar made by Epiphone? Was up until the 70s. This is not an Epiphone. As a matter of fact, it's not manufactured by any well-known or reputable guitar manufacturer out there. No, this beauty was made in China. Here we go. God damn it, motherfucker, you're taking away jobs from hard-working American. Sister, get your mouth off my dong and tell this bastard how un-American he is. America, fuck yeah! No. First of all, the UPS guy that delivered it was an American. I bought it from Jack's Music Store online, owned, operated by an American. So, get off that track. Anyway, let's get into it, shall we? Human perspective. What do I think of this guitar? I think the world of it. The action is so smooth. It plays like a dream. I could play this guitar all day, not get tired of it. I've got a family heirloom. It's a Yamaha SG 331. Built like a rock, sounds beautiful. I play that thing for an hour and I feel like I put my hand on an industrial belt sander for a week. It's not going to fly. But this, I can play all day. The description didn't mention what kind of wood it is. I'm guessing spruce and mahogany. The neck is probably maple. I'm guessing here. I can't tell you with certainty, but that's what it feels like to me. The neck has a steel truss rod running up the length of it. I'm not sure if you can see it, but if you can, it's a little dot just underneath the fretboard there. Comes with an Allen key to adjust it, so, you know, temperature, humidity, whatever changes, you can change with, but the action is awesome. I tuned it when I got it 3 days ago, and let me tell you something, it's held its tune. The hardware, die-cast metal, in this case colored gold, very pretty, perfectly functional. I got a huge pet peeve with when it comes to guitars. Sometimes the hardware can be loose. I'll be tuning it and it feels like an old jiggly toilet lever, and it just drives me up the wall. None of that here. Guitar did come pre-stringed, and that always makes me nervous. Usually when they do that, they always put these god-awful cheap strings, and you can tell they're cheap. You can just look at them. They've usually got like color-coded paper wadded on the base of the string, and none of that here. These are actually pretty decent strings. They're not great, but they're decent. They serve their purpose. I didn't feel the need to change them out. So there's that. Yes, it's an electric acoustic, a thin-bodied electric acoustic. And you can see here you got your 4-way EQ with volume control and battery test button, and yes, I'm sure you can see that. There's a battery in there. Jack's in right there, and it holds that guitar line just fine. It's not going anywhere. Nice and snug. Again, action is incredible, and it sounds wonderful. The electric works. I have plugged it into my amp, and it sounds fine. I play it for you all, but to me, an electric is an electric is an electric. Here we go. I'm going to get so much hate mail for this. All right. Yes, I'm perfectly aware that a humbucker sounds different from a single coil pickup, which sounds different from a microphone shoved up your mother's ass, and believe me, I know. But, you know, I can sit here and take my Gibson Crybaby pedal, my crunch pedal, hook it up through my Line 6 Spider 2 amp, and run all sorts of effects all day, and make one guitar more or less sound like another. On the other hand, I guess what my point is that when it comes to listening for differences in audio, differences between an acoustic guitar are far more pronounced. It's easier to hear. Now I realize that this is a thin body cutaway design, as opposed to, you know, a regular cutaway or a parlor guitar or, God help you, a dreadnought. But the sound is still incredible. It's perfectly loud. So this is the part where you go, well, what's the damn thing sound like, asshole? And I'll tell you to shut the fuck up or I will put you down. Got him. Sorry, temper. Right. So yeah, I guess I'll go ahead and play a few chords for you, just to give you a listen. What the hell, put some lyrics to it. I'll make it up as I go along. What do you say? Maggie, you're the one for me. Oh, can't you see, past these 7 men next to me. I know you've got a lot to face in this bukkake race, but I want you to hear me, Maggie. Tell me that you need someone to succeed in winning your heart. I know it's hard to see through the jisms in your eye, but I'm not an ordinary guy. I'm here to vie for you, Maggie. You're the girl for me, but the prize money is sweet too. I know you've taken the whoredom well, and I guess all I can say is oh well, but Maggie, I love you anyway. So yeah, as you can hear, it sounds fine, especially when playing a classy, pretty song like that. But you know, you can play anything you want to, and it's going to come out sounding good out of this guitar. And like I said, tuned it 3 days ago. Sorry, didn't mean to sell you short. But it's held its tune well. They came in 4 colors: tobacco, cherry burst, black burst, and blue burst. I wonder which he opted for. I wanted something unique, but not obnoxious, as you can see. I think they did a very tasteful job on this color scheme, but maybe blue isn't your color. So you've got other options to choose from. The price was right. There are numerous reputable music stores that sell this guitar. So now you've got at least my input on it. And if that's good, you know, if you're considering buying your next acoustic or acoustic electric from a pawn shop or from, you know, a bargain brand at a, you know, music store, that's fine, and to each their own, but I would strongly advise you consider buying one of these. It's not meant to be a beginner's guitar, but it can be. The electric acoustic gives you options. It's easy to play, so yeah, if you're just starting out, go for it. If you're an experienced musician with a collection, add one of these to it. You won't regret it. If you're a douchebag that has a YouTube channel that's predominantly a guy who drinks in front of the camera, getting drunk, making an ass out of himself, telling horribly in bad taste jokes that nobody finds amusing, fuck that motherfucker. Kick his ass if you see him. But I'm sure he loves the guitar too, so just a thought. So now you've got my input. there's now officially a review of this guitar. So go Google it, look it up. I'm sure you'll find it out there. And just know that now there's a human offering input, and hopefully one of you people out there with a far prettier face and more masculine voice and does things a little more charismatically will put up a better review than mine. But until then, thanks for watching, and if you got the time, feel free to check out my Tales of General Disinterest series if you're, some sort of masochist or just have really bad taste in humor. Otherwise, I'll see you next time on VONSPYDER channel. Thanks for watching. Maggie got a stain on your blue dress. It is sperm.